Hi, this is Robert Adams. I'm going to be going over the final project for the semester, and for my project, it's called Bobby's Pizza. This project's basically just a simple pizza menu where you can select the type of pizza and the toppings and the amount of pizzas, and it gives you a subtotal with the tax and the total. On this program, as you can see, we got the pizza types here, the pizza sizes, the number of toppings that you can select, the number of pizzas right here, and then the price over here for the subtotal, tax, and total. We got the three buttons here: calculate, clear, and exit. Down in the code, we basically are declaring our variables here: the base pizza fee, the subtotal, the tax, the total pizza cost, and the number of pizzas. And then we got the Boolean here declared. Right here I added the date so that the date would show up on the program. Even though you don't see it, it's right here on the bottom right of the screen when we run this program. So it's going to give us the current date. Then we're going to move down, and basically these are all the constants for the special pizza types on the left side over here. The pizza sizes and the pizza toppings, and they are all the prices are here declared as decimals. And then we're going to move on down, and we're going to validate and convert the number of pizzas. So this is going to make sure that the input is an integer. If it's not, it's going to give us this prompt here. Right next to that is going to be this validation for the number of pizzas, and this is going to verify that the number of pizzas is at least one or more. If it's forgotten to be put in there, it will also be prompted at the bottom. Then we move on down, and this right here is going to determine the base pizza cost. So all the radio buttons that are selected, it's a bunch of else if statements here that will basically allow you to select one of the special pizza types. The next up is the pizza size cost, and that's going to do the same thing with the radio buttons as the special pizza types. Then we're going to come down to the long list of toppings here. These are all checked to see if they're true. So if there's none of them checked, it's just going to skip over all of them. Then we come down to the calculation. First, it's going to calculate the subtotal, which is the base pizza cost times the number of pizzas. Then we're going to calculate the tax, and I just put the tax at 7%, which is 0.07, and multiply that by the subtotal. Then we're going to calculate the total. And the total cost is going to be the subtotal plus the tax that was calculated here. After that, we're going to display the prices on the screen. You're going to have the subtotal, tax, and total show up over here. And then we're going to move on down to our next button, which is clear. This is basically going to reset all the pizza types and radio buttons. I have it set to cheese for true and the small pizza size to true so that those stay selected. I'm going to clear all the check boxes, clear all the price labels. The status label is going to be the one at the bottom if there's anything in there. We're going to clear the date label and clear the text box and give the number of pizzas the focus because I want the focus to start here where the pizza total is. And then the last button is going to be the exit button right here, and that's just going to close the form. So let's go ahead and test out this program. Alright, right here. Let's leave it basic. Cheese, small. Number of pizzas, we're going to do just one. And we'll just do a topping, which is pepperoni. So right there, we got the subtotal with the tax and the total. And we got the date come up right here. And I want to go ahead and let's say I just want to add some meatball and some bacon. If I can just even hit calculate and it'll just calculate it again for me. And if I just want to clear everything, everything gets cleared, the focus goes here, and these two are selected. So let's try a few more here. I just want a special pizza, a large. We'll leave those toppings alone since we got a special pizza type. Let's just do calculate and see what happens. Well, the number of pizzas got to be one or more. So, okay, let's put A. Yep, we got to have one or more in there. How about -1? Still got to have one or more. B, one or more. Let's go ahead and do 1. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And if you're brave, you can go 100. And you'll have a big cost right there. Clear it up again. A couple more selections here just to go for the fun of it. And subtotal, tax, and total. With the date right here. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this program, and I really enjoyed this course.